Hey, how you doing? Game Ninja here again. Today I'm not doing a game. I'm doing a review. Saw the new Star Wars movie. Uh, well, I'm not gonna smash it because predominantly I'm a Star Wars aficionado and I liked it. I will say, I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm sorry. I am. The first Star Wars movies back in the early 80s, which I believe to be 1, 2, and 3, and then later on we found out it was actually 4, 5, and 6, and then they made 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3, their reinvention was the best. I mean, the fighting, the strength, the intensity, I mean, each one of them by themselves held their own stage. I mean, I really loved them. But it just seemed as the series went forward, like this one was just an attempt to appease the Star Wars fan in people. And a lot of it they did. I mean, there was a lot of parallels between this one and all the other Star Wars movies. I mean, the scene where they're dancing is, parallel to the scene in the first Star Wars movie where they're in there and so that was actually cool. And there was actually a lot of cool moments in it. But what the hell was up with the Sith Lords? I mean, the dark side is really underfunded lately. I mean, they can make an entire planet a Death Star, but the best they have is Cerberus Snape's Snun, the bastard child of Severus Snape from Harry Potter. I mean, did anybody else get onto that? I'm like, who? I'm like, what did Cerberus leave a Horcrux behind and come back as this guy, still evil? He killed Dumbledore and was angry, so he came back and tried to take everybody else out. I mean, God, how do you kill Indiana Jones? Good God. That was the big play out. I was just like, I knew he was going to die. Because it's horrible. I really didn't see him being in any more movies. But still, I mean, it was good to have him around. He looked good. I mean, Harrison Ford looked like he could have done maybe a few more Indiana Jones movies. I was actually feeling him. He looked predominantly good, in good shape. But like I said, there were just so many letdowns. I mean, why does it seem like every time somebody comes along and tells you you're the special person, the first thing you do is run away? No, I don't want it. No, run away. I mean, I just don't see anybody embracing the Force in their size. I mean, the dark side, people just like, hello, I'm your lord, join the dark side. Yes, master. I mean, they go to it very easily. When it comes to the light side, people are like, no, it's not me, I'm not gonna do it. But other than that, like I said, there were some great parts of the movie, and then there were some really, really horrible parts of the movie that I really didn't like. And I just don't like how they made being good a parallel to being a bitch. Because like every single last person that was good was running and scared and punking out every chance they got. But to be totally fair, when it came to the dark side, their leader was a gigantic coward, Cerberus Snape lookalike, and he was a punk. I mean, when he was walking around with the mask, I was just like, oh, this could be very awesome. You take the mask off, and I'm just like, no. And then he Havabra Kadabra Indiana Jones. But in all sincerity, it was good to watch, and they're probably going to make a few more off of it. I just, like I said, they could have done so much more for the wait. There could have been so much more. I mean, so much. And I know they're holding a lot back so they can make their other movies. But let's face it. Let's go to the Lord of the Rings series. Every single last movie was a self-contained movie that was awesome. So you can do it. Star Wars 1, 2, and 3, awesome. 4, 5, and 6, awesome. They were all self-contained. This one just, it held back. It held back so much. And then coming down to the end, Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker. Okay, first of all, Luke, you went through everything. I mean, literally everything. You lost your hand from a father who lost his hand. So somewhere, everybody, there's a legendary passing down of collecting hands. But when you were training new Jedis and something didn't work out because one of your students was bad, and then you messed around and left your lifesaver and bounced to the end of the galaxy and then hid from everybody else. What in the hell is that? Let's face it. when the Padawans got murdered by Anakin, your father, you wanted to stand up to him. Your student gets upset and starts to murk some people, and you're gone. So when they finally catch up with you at King Kai's place on an island looking like Master Roshi's Turtle Island, you're up there on top with a hood overlooking the mountain with your Dr. Claw hand, and she turns around to give you the lifesaver, and you're like, no, I'm done with that. I can't do it. You're the last Jedi. Get over it. Train somebody, anybody. Although I did like the pick for the female Jedi. I was kind of digging that. But what is with Jedis not knowing who their father and their mother is? Like, they just love to have children and just kick them off to other places. I mean, it's not very good. And then with the Stormtrooper, the main lead, I thought maybe he was going to be the son of Mace Windu or something, something awesome. I wanted him to have the Force. I wanted him to be a Jedi so bad. I really did. I give him credit. I mean, the guy did good, and I felt that in a lot of ways. But other than that, like I said, the movie was more of a letdown than it was a positive. I mean, to be not negative, it was okay, but for all the long wait and all the anticipation and all the hype, I expected a little bit more. But hey, I will see the next one and the next one because I'm committed to the series, just like I am in everything. I mean, I waited 10 years in Smallville for Superman to put on his suit and fly, and when he did it, it lasted all of 3 seconds. So, I'm committed to Star Wars as well. So my review is, I give it 3 stars out of 5. 3. And that's being very generous. I mean, it was a great story, and I give it credit, but it just seemed like they tried to parallel so many other Star Wars movies into this, the moments. Like, if you were a Star Wars fan, you instantly picked up on every single last one of those moments. But other than that, like I said, it could have just been a little bit better. Well, actually, it could have been a lot better. It just didn't have the same intensity that the other movies had. But here it is. It's going to be 2016. And the same people that make these movies aren't making the ones that they made in our time. And it's not the same level of writing and intensity. So, there you go. 3 stars out of 5 for the new Star Wars movie. This is Game Ninja. Keep gaming. Keep watching. Peace.